Judith, on the 29th of February 2024, found herself in what she describes as a nightmare she can never forget.
My boyfriend was arrested at the GHOne police station. So I went there to, ask about what was happening or the reason why he was arrested. And then they told me to sit at the visiting area. And he told me that he doesn't know the reason why he has been arrested, and so we should wait for the crime commander at the GHOne police station. And then the CID Suputor came to pick me up to the Committee 8 police station. They didn't tell me why I was being arrested or anything. He just came, Committee 8. He came and then handcuffed me before he moved me. When we got to the Committee 8 police station, he then asked me about a guy named Survivor, which I told him I don't know the person. And then he said I was lying. And then I was sitting on a plastic chair. He put me on the ground and then put my back like 2 times. So I was sitting on the floor. And then he put me again. And then asked me again if I knew the boy. And I told him that I don't know the boy. I've never heard of the name. He went to take the metal they use in their offices. Mostly, they used to create a hole in their books, placed it on my ear, and then asked me again about the boy. And then the laborer worker also came in and was like, I should say the truth, or else I would be sent to Insanwom. And I told the laborer worker that I don't know the boy his boss is asking me about. Then he pulled the metal. He pulled it to my right side. So it was paining me, and then I was giving him my ear because he was pulling it. He clipped it, and then he pulled it. So at the end, he pulled it hard, and then my ear cut off and then fell on the ground. And I screamed and I was crying. And I was like, you're asking me of a person and I don't know the person. Are you trying to make me forcefully say, I know the person? And then he was like, the person is a friend of my boyfriend, so I must know the person. So in the night, he came back and told me that there's some robbery that went on the 30th of January at the Committee 8 area, and that they stole a white van, and I was involved in that robbery. And then I told him that I've never heard of a Committee 8 robbery or anything as such. He then took we went for a paper and a pen, and then he came. He wrote some things down, and then he told me to thumbprint. I knew he then, because the paper was a statement paper, so I knew it was some statements in it. I was like, I don't know what you've written in the statement, and so I would not thumbprint it. And then he said if I don't thumbprint it, he would chop off the other left ear. And I was frightened because I hadn't done anything and my ear was chopped off. So I wouldn't want the other one to be also chopped off, and so I thumbprinted it.
Andrew Kate, a legal practitioner who took her case pro bono, is concerned about the disinterest in the case by the police, despite attempt to get a response from them.
In the situation where the police has forcibly extracted a confession statement from a poor, innocent 20-year-old lady, clearly if she had not gotten legal representation, she had probably signed her death warrant because she had forced her to thumbprint. Maybe we need to keep re-emphasizing the need for them to see suspects first and foremost as human beings. And even worst of all, do not think that in your interrogation, it is in your place to, as it were, exact punishment. Let me be clear. In the letter, I told the Inspector General that if we don't hear from them within 2 weeks, we will not fail to ensure that we assert our rights.
Yaa Kumah's mother, Mary Zoka, wants the Inspector General to intervene so that her daughter can get justice.
What I want is justice. I will plead with him. I know Dan Pare can do this. He's a man of justice.
Judith Yaa Kumah is not the only victim of police brutality and coerced confessions. In December 2023, a high court in Accra ordered the police to pay 253,709 cedis to Isaac Manu, who was assaulted by a policeman over the alleged stealing of a Kia truck. Even with the order from the court, Isaac Manu is yet to get that compensation from the police. For GHOne News, Awisi Dede Jange.